Remember when people were making fun of McDonald's workers and saying McDonald's is a shitty job, and Rhea Ripley, aunty Rhea, she comes out of nowhere with a Twitter opinion. Hey, I don't think you guys should be making fun of McDonald's workers. I think it's very cool. How can you not love her? I wake up, I'm like, you know whose opinion I need to hear on the, to tell me what to think. I don't think you guys actually should do what I say. You're not gonna be a woman if you're not fucking telling people what to do and not to be racist and how they're wrong and they need to be how you tell them to be. Don't drink alcohol, don't smoke cigarettes. I'm aunty Rhea, I know. You gotta welcome refugees. Oh shit, I got raped. You can't be racist. Do better. And then she goes to Paris and she gets fucking surrounded by fucking Arabs and she's like, I gotta get in my Lexus. With the aunty Rhea with the fucking opinion. She's gonna be the next Greta Thunberg. She's gonna go fucking speak at the UN. I'm aunty Rhea and I'm sexually disordered and men need to listen to me and do what I say so I can have a fucking orgasm. I need to fucking, that's how fucking women get off when they are, most of the normies, you have to understand. So we know about normies, but when we separate them by normie men and normie women, those normie women who are, trash. I'm not talking about the cool women. I'm not talking about the cool women that you should marry. There's fucking cool women. There's fucking amazing women. My female stalker. Okay? But when we talk about the normie women, they kind of fucking get off by getting attention. They have this need to like get in your face, try to tell you what to do. It's like a shit test. Like she's attracted to a killer. Let's say the jackal. So she goes to the killer. She's like, hey, you, don't be a killer. And if the jackal is like, oh, okay, I won't kill people anymore, she's not gonna be attracted to him anymore. So it's always these shit tests. Like she gotta test you, she gotta tell you what to do, she gotta try to order you, to boss you around, and it gets her like, it's like sexual play, like the cat playing with the. So she gotta come tell you, hey, listen to me. If you listen to her, she doesn't like you anymore. She's fucking. That's why we stay away from normal women. Okay. You find yourself an amazing woman. That's what you do. Or you're gonna end up with a fucking. Well, Bubuda, okay, so like aunty Rhea, that's like fucking. She always gotta side with the fucking idiots. When people were making fun of Triple H, he's like, oh, you guys are losers. Triple H is a good boss, and you guys are terminally online. Yeah, she said that. She actually said that. She was insulting her fans, wrestling fans. It's like, lady, it's getting old. Can you stop siding with your boss, which is a universal creep? He's known to be a creep. Can you stop siding with the fucking, fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. Let me have some coffee. So I'm like, aunty Rhea had a fun time yesterday at the show. She had an ambulance, like she hit in an ambulance, and when Zelina Vega went to open the ambulance doors, and aunty Rhea was inside, and she scared her, and she kind of threw her around the ring, and she did the xenomorph finger wave. So it's like, oh shit, like the first time in 6 months we have seen her do something fun. So okay, you hit in an ambulance and you scared the girl and you're kind of evil. You were kind of cool. Okay, I'm happy. This is the only we want to see. We would talk cool things about her. We would, give her compliments if she's like that. But if she's hugging you sky and being fucking lesbian, we're gonna be kind of dissatisfied with her and gonna fucking talk about her, okay? I love watching wrestling so I can see the fucking friendly lesbians, the adorable lesbians, my favorite women's team. Who wants to see Megan Bain when I can see the friendly lesbians, fucking you Sky with her flat face and aunty Rhea with the fucking, the Tim Tam monster, what can you say? And she's just the most cringe thing, just always spamming the emojis like, it's fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, it's fucking, ugh. So, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was busting her balls that I can't believe she showed up to work on the 2nd of January. It's like, Auntie Rhea, did they worry with Tim Tams? They must have given her a lot of money to move her fucking ass. To come to work on the 2nd of January. Auntie Rhea, well done, girl. This girl, she fucking comes to work on this. She's a real wage cook. She's a real fucking wage slave. Okay. Auntie Rhea coming to, we're still on vacation. Auntie Rhea comes on my screen. She's fucking working. Hey, we gotta start calling her the working girl. Auntie Rhea, the working girl. Say, kiddo, how do you look so young? It's like, I laugh a lot. I smile and I laugh a lot. You can see I'm already starting my morning with 1 hour of laughing, okay? Auntie is a fucking national treasure. And I'm thinking, okay, how can I annoy Auntie Rhea today? And I know a successful woman like her, she gets pissed off a lot. She cares a lot. If I try explaining things to her like she's a retard, if I try to explain things to her like she's a woman, so today I'm gonna teach her about sunroofs. The sunroof on your car. So she has some kind of a Jeep, right? Probably has a sunroof. I doubt, Americans not having sunroofs. That's gonna be crazy. So she probably does have a sunroof on her Jeep. So we're gonna teach Auntie Rhea today how to take care of her sunroof and how the sunroof works. Alright, Auntie Rhea, this is your lucky day. We're gonna be learning. This is school. Auntie Rhea back to school. But we're gonna be very condescending to her. We're gonna be, explaining to her what she's a girl. She needs things, explain like for toddlers. So, where do we start? Auntie Rhea, stop eating that Tim Tam. Put that Tim Tam away. Okay? Let's get any knives away from you. We don't want you chopping your finger like when you're trying to cut a cucumber for the first time. Right? She tries to make a salad once, cuts her finger off. True story. So, okay, you're a guy. Who do you marry? Do you marry Megan Bain, who doesn't cut her fingers making a salad? Or do you marry a girl called Auntie Rhea? Hey, Auntie Rhea, how about you make us a salad? And she fucking We gotta call the ER. We gotta fucking call, George Clooney from ER. Fucking put some mask on her. She's lost 2 liters of blood. She's dying. They gotta fucking put her in the Stargate sarcophagus. They gotta put her in the gold sarcophagus. Fucking, she's dying. She lost 2 liters of blood from cutting her finger off. And from now on, only sporks. Only sporks. And sporks are a little weapon in Rhea Ripley's hands. Plastic knives. The girl with the plastic knives, okay? And keep in mind, I cut my finger off once with a ceramic knife, and boy, do I fucking love these knives. Do I fucking love them. Aunty Rhea. Oof, we're talking scalpel. You know what a fucking scalpel is? Boop. Aunty Rhea, the ceramic knives are actually made from a mixture of ceramic and stainless steel. So it's kind of like the tooth crowns. Like if Aunty Rhea, I don't know if she has like fucking implants or just crowns, but the crown is made of like ceramic metal. So it's very hard. It's very hard. Should be harder than regular steel, stainless steel. But it chips. It is. I'm not sure about tooth crowns, but in terms of the knife, it's not gonna, the harder it is, it's not gonna bend. It's gonna kind of chip away. So if you try sharpening it on a stone, on a wet stone, we men, Aunty Rhea, when our knives get dull, we actually need to sharpen on something called a whetstone, dear. An alien invention called a whetstone. Aunty Rhea, she's fucking wide-eyed right now. She's like, what? What, a whetstone? No way. You can sharpen a knife? So I'm gonna show you. I have a whetstone, and because I'm such an Aunty Rhea, I didn't know that you're supposed to actually submerge it in water for like 10 minutes, so it gets like soaked with water. I don't know, it becomes wet. So you can't just wash it. You gotta put it in water, submerged for 10 minutes or something, and you can see it has like 2 sides, and then you run the knife like in a special angle, both sides, and it does indeed make it sharp. So this will get you, this is like a cheap, whetstones don't have to be expensive, it's a fucking stone. This is like, I don't know, $3 or $4, maybe it was cheaper, I don't know. And this, it has like 2 different grits, so it will get you like pretty sharp. However, if you want to like fucking scalpel samurai sword, you can get an even finer second whetstone, and then it's like you use this, the both sides, and then use the finer one. It gets fucking sharp. I haven't had it yet. However, you can't really use it on the ceramic knife. The ceramic knife, it's hard and it's brittle, it chips. So when I tried to, I don't remember what I did. I tried to sharpen my ceramic knife. And it just fucking made it chip away. So sadly, if Aunty Rhea knew how special my old chipped ceramic knife is, how satanic it is. She would pay fucking millions for it. However, she can't have it because she hasn't earned it, okay? Because she hasn't been doing her meditation, you know. Girl is too lazy to meditate, wants to have a fucking magic knife. Well, it doesn't fucking work that way. Okay? You know, it's funny how things work. You know, some of us, I'm gonna bust my balls meditating, you know, I'm wasting my time meditating, reading 12th century Chinese Taoism books, written, channeled by dead monks, which actually surprised me. Like one of the books I'm reading, they say the monks channeled it from a dead, like, spirit of a monk. Which I always kind of look at these things like a little like, really? Even though I believe in the cult, you know. But anyway, let's get back on point. Phew, I love going off point, baby. So yeah, on Tyria, use the magical whetstone. We have an alien treaty with the Asgard, and the aliens bring us magical whetstones, and you can actually use them to sharpen your knife. And I love ceramic knives because they come pre-sharpened by a laser, and they don't really lose their edge. They don't lose their edge like a regular stainless steel knife because they're so hard and brittle, but they can chip away. So if you try cutting like bones and like hard things, like little like particles from the knife can chip away, and then you can actually eat them, and it might fucking cut your insides. Okay, so it's like if you use some kind of a stone board, chopping board, if you decide to have like a cool like stone board and use like a ceramic knife, it can actually fucking chip away. Example being, when I make a pizza and I have like a steel pan, but it has like this inert stone Teflon covering. It's a safer stone covering made from stone, and you cut with a knife the pizza, and the knife kind of chips away at the fucking stone covering, and this little dust, you know, ends up in your tummy, and aunty is gonna become a stone. It's gonna become a stone elemental, right? She's gonna become like the thing from the Fantastic Four. Is gonna become Fantastic aunty. So you gotta know about knives. You gotta know about pans. And I also have my steak hammer here. My steak hammer, and you can see I used it yesterday. I got a steak, and what can I say about it? I mean, I love it. It's cute. It does the job. Aunty fears the hammer. Order in my building! Order! Damn it. And Aunty. So the problem is, you know, the ceramic knife can break and it can chip. However, it comes pre-sharpened, laser sharpened, doesn't lose its edge, and it's so sharp like a scalpel. Like, bro, you can legitimately, it would be my fucking killer weapon of choice. It is like a common, just a common kitchen knife. It can be a small or a big knife. Dude, it will slice you like butter. Like, you are, knife sharpness is like super important. when you're fighting somebody, it's gonna predetermine if the knife kind of cuts you a little or it goes through you like fucking butter. Okay. So if you get like a surface cut, you know, you're gonna bleed. It's gonna be scary, but it's like a surface cut. But if you get fucking like a 3-inch deep cut, like, dude, you're fucking disabled in like 1 second. You fucking start. Like, this is crazy, bro. So I think that the best present that I should give Aunty Rhea this winter is like a set of ceramic knives. Just keep sending her weapons just around Buddy Matthews, you know, just like the kitchen full of knives and axes, and just keep sending her more knives and throwing stars, and just whenever Buddy Matthews pisses her off, she can fucking, you know, she's always looking at the knives. There's always knives around her. She can end it. She can fucking make Buddy Matthews go away. Maybe the spark is gone. Maybe I don't like him anymore. Maybe I hate him. I want to kill him. And there's all these knives around me. Send her like a loaded gun. Send her like a revolver. Here you go, Aunty Rhea. A revolver. Keep it under your pillow. But Matthews tries to cook like scrambled eggs, and of course, you know, fucks it up. And they go to sleep. He's like, "Don't worry, my dear. I'll make the scrambled eggs better next time." She just fucking snaps. She just pulls the revolver. "I'll scramble your eggs, asshole!" Bah! Right in the fucking, you know. "If you can't scramble eggs, I'll scramble your eggs, bah!" "Next time, don't burn the eggs, bah!" All right, back on subject. Back on subject. Okay, she's gonna laugh. I shouldn't be telling this story. People are gonna laugh. Aunty Rhea, she's gonna be laughing at me, but the story is I actually cut my finger with a ceramic knife. I was cutting, I don't fucking know, some fruits or something, and this knife is so sharp. It's like, why are you using an overly sharp katana knife? It's not katana, it's a cutting knife, but it's like, it's sharp as a katana. Why do you need a laser sharpened knife to like cut like, you know, some fruit? Or maybe I was cutting chocolate. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. And at some point you get the hint that maybe you don't need your knives to be super sharp. You're not planning to kill anybody. When you're cutting meat, you just, you know, maybe they don't need to be that sharp, so you don't fucking cut your finger off. And I fucking went in my finger, and I went like, I kind of went in there, like, it wasn't like a surface one, it was like, it went deep. And I'm fucking bleeding, and I fucking stopped the bleeding, it fucking hurts, and I'm like, fuck, and I don't remember if it was from the cut, but like, I get a blister, and I'm like, man, this blister is getting infected, and it's like, I don't know how to take care of it. Like, I should have read online to just like bite on something and fucking pop the blister with a needle and just fucking cut the blister with a scalpel and just fucking iodine the wound. And it's like, yeah, it's annoying. You need to pop the blister with a needle, and the place is inflamed, it's going to hurt. You're gonna need to use some alcohol. You need to something like a scalpel to kind of cut the blister skin, so you can get in the actual wound. And it's like a pink. It's like it's trying to heal. It's not like a full wound. It's trying to heal, but it's like it's red. It's bacteria got in there. That's what happens on TV when you don't clean your wounds. Okay, when you're being a dirty girl, when you don't clean your wounds, it's gonna get blister. Auntie is gonna have a fucking blister. And so I go to a surgeon, and it's this old guy with a big mustache that we know from when I was a kid. And I don't remember we haven't really. Yeah, I think we went once for him to check up on my mom because she burned her hand. And so I go, and it's like this guy, and it's like, listen, I need you to fix this finger. And he fixes it. And then it's like, I tell him like, man, I'm scared because I'm scared. I don't want to say what I said to him, but I kind of mentioned something about my penis. I'm like, man, I'm scared, of this. And he's like, oh, let me check your pee-pee, bro. He's like, I'll check your penis for free. I'm like, I don't know if he's like, get your dacks off, get your pants off. I'm like, okay, he sounds convincing, he's like, get your pants off. I'm like, okay. So he checks my fucking penis and balls, and it's like, nah, you're good. And it's like, and I'm like, what just happened? I went to get my blister fix on my pinky, and I got a fucking penis in that is a true story. It happened when I was 30. I'm 37 now. It happened when I was like 31 or something. So I'm still a grown-ass man. Like, this is... You don't want to look at my pee-pee, okay? It's like... It's hairy. If you were a pedophile... If he was a pedophile... I don't think that the guy was a pedophile because I'm fucking 30. And I have a fucking hairy pee-pee. Like, I don't... I don't have like the best hygiene, but nowadays, obviously, I wanna be a good boy. So nowadays, I even fucking trim my hair. I use fucking like massage oils. I'm like, all my skin should be like kept in top shape. So, for example, this is for warming the muscles. If you wanna recover from tendonitis, we're gonna do the red Verde balsam, for horses. This is for horses and for aunty Rhea. Massage oils. It's pink. It's pink. Aunty is gonna love it. She loves pink things. So yeah, I went for a fucking. I get fucking pee-pee checked. So I think the same way if aunty Rhea goes for cutting her finger, some guy's gonna be, let's check your penis, take your dacks off. She's like, but I'm a girl, I don't have a, take your dacks off, you have a pee-pee, let me check your pee-pee. The doctors are just like convinced she has a penis. And she gets her dacks off, and it's like, see, I have a vagina, see, you assholes, I have, it's like, no, it looks like a penis to me, and that's a penis, I know, I'm a doctor. That's a penis. It's good. Good foreskin on that thing. She's like, what? And she's all confused, and they're like busting her balls. Yeah, that's actually a penis. You're actually a man. Well, what you think is your vagina is actually a penis. You're actually a guy. Boy, you must be penetrating deep with that thing. Yep. I see a bulge. If it's bulgy, it's a pee-pee. If it's bulging out, no, you tell me. You tell me, if it's fucking bulging out, is it bulging out? Amy, you have a pee-pee. Oh, but I think it's a vagina. No, it's bulging out. You're a man. Game over, homie. I saw her. There was some fucking picture and she was wearing some fucking leather pants, leather panties, black leather panties, and she had a fucking bulge. It was fucking bulging out, and I'm like, what kind of a female sexual organ is like fucking? It's not like what you expect, like a hoe. It's like a bulging volcano. It's like, okay, it's a. Is it a vagina? Is it fucking bulging out like a volcano? Is it a pee-pee? Like, it doesn't know what it wants to be. Fucking bulging out. You got a bulge. It's probably fucking bigger than my bulge, okay? Okay. She's got a fucking bigger bulge than me. What are they feeding that girl? What are they fucking feeding her? Aunty, what the fuck are they feeding you? Buddy Matthews, take it easy with the injections, bro. He's giving her fucking Russian steroids. You're gonna start growing a beard. Anyway. We're 31 minutes in. We still haven't tried to explain the sunroof. So let's try to explain. So, sunroofs, how do they work? Aunty Rhea, pay attention. So, the sunroof is a magical device. It has Wabubu dolls under the sunroof. In your roof, there's Wabubu dolls, and when you press the button, you signal to the Wabubu dolls to start. They use like a turn, and they roll the roof open, and then they roll it back. So there's Wabubu dolls in the sunroof, and they're opening and closing. There's like a complex mechanism. It's like fucking like a Swiss watch, like a Rolex. There's fucking these rails with fucking, you know, wheels and shit, and there's like fucking like a fucking spaceship hanger, like the spaceship is gonna launch. They're like beep beep beep. They're opening the fucking hatch. It's fucking cool, Aunty Rhea. You got a sunroof, and that's cool. So sometimes, I don't know if you've tried it before, but you can actually get on your seat and actually pop your head through the sunroof to see what's in there. Say, hey, Aunty Rhea. Hey, I'm Aunty Rhea. What's in here? Maybe I should look what's inside my car. What's in here? Maybe I should wonder what these things do. You know, what if it gets clogged up or something? I should check on it. Or you can just keep being a sweetheart and just keep driving, and the mechanics, the men are gonna check it. I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman. I can't be checking things. Let the man check it, sweetheart. Let the man. Just stay there and look cute and let the man check it. You just stay there, wear your dress with the flowers, look cute. We're gonna give you a frappuccino with some fucking sprinkles, and the girl drink the pumpkin chino. Stay there, fucking, you know, read your Cosmopolitan, and let the man check it. Let the man worry about what's inside the car and walking. You're not supposed to be walking around. You're just a bimbo doll. Don't worry about walking out. Or you're gonna look something scary. Okay? So gotta drink my coffee, bro. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, when you open the sunroof, it has like two rails, and it has a rubber, you know, insulation on the window. On the window, there's like a rubber seal, and there's also rubber seal on the hole around the sunroof. So there's a rubber seal on both sides, and you know, Sweetie is like aunty need to use something called silicone grease. So she needs to go to like Radio Shack. I think Radio Shack bankrupt or something. I don't know. She needs to go to an electronics store and, hey, I'm aunty, I want to buy. Oh, give me all the silicone grease. And they're like, some guy, some man is like, what are you gonna do? Masturbate with it? Why does a woman need silicone grease? Don't put it in your butt. Don't put it in your vagina. What are you gonna do? You're gonna rub yourself. You're gonna rub yourself silly. It's like, no, I'm gonna maintain my sunroof. And the guy just like, what? You gonna do what, sweetie? You gonna do what? You gonna maintain your sunroof? You gonna use the silicone grease to maintain your... You're adorable. Some man is gonna bust her balls. Do you even know how to open the sunroof, sweetie? Sweetie, if I sell the silicone grease, well, what if you know, what if you swallow it? You know, women, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. What if you choke on it and die? I gotta be held legally accountable selling silicone grease to you. You don't know how to use it, sweetie. Okay? Show me how you're gonna rub it on the rubber seal. So, you know, aunty has to go through a humiliation ritual. She's like, no, I wanna show men that I can be smart like them. I wanna show them I can do anything a man can do better. Tack, tack. Snap, snap. So she buys the silicone grease. I think I actually have some here. Let me check. Yep. We have silicone grease. This is an injection. And it says silicone grease, and there's a wheel. There's like, you know, this is for mechanics. This is for the man stuff. It has a wheel. Okay, and this is what they called. See, it says made for garden. This is a gardening knife. This is a gardening knife, and it's made for weeds. And if you were actually into gardening, you would know what this is. However, when you were in your bikini trying to plant flowers, we both know you weren't really into gardening. You were just being a whore. So if you were actually into gardening, you would know what a gardening knife is for. But we both know you only bought these flowers to plant them because you wanted to show yourself in a bikini, right? It's a colorful bikini. It's a cool bikini. I get that. Okay. But a whore is still a whore. Anyway. And this is a... Oh, this must be some kind of a deodorant. Oh shit, injections. Oh, so what is this for? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, auntie. Don't you worry, you're pretty little kid. Yeah. Yes, we do have a lot of cool stuff. So this is silicone grease. It goes on the rubber seal, auntie. It all the... Except if you have some kind of a rare silicone-based rubber seal, but they don't usually have it. On cars, they don't usually have, like, maybe on your hoses, it is possible some of your hoses around the engine are actually silicone-based rubber. However, on the inside, it should be like regular synthetic rubber. So, silicone grease, the best. Because if you buy like a silicone spray, it has propane, like a gasoline solvents to make it sprayable. So you don't want that. You want that which will not fuck up your rubber. It will protect your rubber from the UV. So on Rhea, silicone protects from UV rays, so your rubber is not gonna crack and become white. However, linseed oil doesn't have UV protection, so if you just use linseed oil, it has different properties. It's gonna go inside, it's gonna harden, it's gonna start flaking out. It's bad for the rubber, so you don't want to use linseed oil on rubber. You want to use silicone grease on Rhea. And you don't want to use silicone grease on your battery terminals where it connects, because silicone grease is dielectric, which means it blocks electricity onto it. It's gonna block your electrical dose. So if you apply it between your battery terminal, when it connects, it's gonna block the electricity. It's gonna be very bad. So you wanna apply it on top, very little on top, to protect the top of the connection once it's connected, right? Pretty much, yeah. And it says it retains its viscosity and oiling capabilities during heating and cooling from minus 50 Celsius to plus 260 degrees. Wow. No fumes, resistant to water, and blah blah blah. It says it's a silicone-based grease for greasing plastics, metal, combined mechanisms, and caoutchouc, which means rubber and other stuff. Yes, it is actually good for plastic. It kind of goes inside the plastic, and it actually kind of recovers a little of its plasticizer, keeps it young. It protects the plastic from the UV rays. Yes, it will attract dust. However, it is going to protect from the UV rays better than most products that you're going to buy. So you can use it on your trim, your car plastics, and it will actually make them dark, make them look like brand new, and it's actually good for them. It actually protects from the UV rays, and it actually restores the plasticizers, makes them the opposite of being dried up. It actually makes them young again. Okay, so if you inject this into aunty, it's gonna make her 21 years old again. When she had like the big boobs, and she's all fucking fertile and shit. Just watching me is fucking traumatizing to her. She just fucking hates my guts. Everything I say is a fucking insult. Just the worst thing you can fucking. Anyway, so sweetie, the seal on your sunroof, it's not a full seal. It's meant to slow down the rain, but the rain gets inside. So it's not sealing from the rain. It's just like kind of keeping it drop. It's making it drip, so it's kind of protect from the rain, but it's made to let it in. So there's this like pan, like these drainage lines, like a pan, okay? And the water drains through them. Imagine this, it drains through them, and there's like two hoses hidden inside your A-pillars. Now, what's the A-pillar? It's right next to your windshield. It's like the windshield, the driver's side of your windshield, And there's a pillar here. There's a pillar that's keeping the window from falling. So that's your A pillar. And so there's a hose inside that leads the rainwater all the way down. Next to your tire, you're gonna see a puddle. So if you get with the water bottle and you open the sunroof and you kind of soak a little into the little pan, it's actually, you're gonna see holes on all four sides. There's holes. There's 4 holes. Left, right, and behind. Left, right. So left. So when you use the little water bottle, and you're going to see the water actually drains next to your tire on the ground. Now, if the hose was disconnected, if something happens and the hose gets disconnected, the water is going to start leaking inside under your feet. It's going to go in the cabin like I had it. I've been dealing with this for the past year. It happens. Sometimes your hose inside gets disconnected. I don't know why. It's rare, but it happens. And you're gonna start to get a wet floor. Your feet, your anterior feet are gonna get wet, soaked when it rains. And that's very bad. And you just fucking hate it. You just fucking hate it, bro. And then you're gonna get mold. There's a underneath your carpet. If Ontario wants to know, here's some trivia for Ontario. As you saw in the picture, that there's a carpet where you put your feet. Underneath there's like a sponge material, like insulation sponge. Usually this material soaks up water, which is a good and a bad thing. And underneath it's gonna be pretty much metal. It's gonna be your actual metal floor. And you need to take the insulation out, you need to cut it, you need to take it out, and you need to dry it, and you need to kill the mold and dry this sponge, or buy a new sponge. It's like a big piece of sponge. And then you put it back, and then you can actually apply it some linseed oil, some kind of a rust protectant on the metal to make sure you don't get any rust. Then you put your sponge back on. Then you gotta put the carpet with some Velcro tape. You're gonna cut some pieces of Velcro tape, you're gonna glue them, and your cut piece of carpet will attach perfectly. The perfect seam looks like it was never cut. It's actually gonna look fine. It's gonna look fine with Velcro tape, and you can even reattach it sometimes. You can actually pull it out again if you want. And now you're gonna, once you silicone caulk the hole in your roof, you're still gonna have 3 other holes for drainage, but this one is gonna be plugged. And with me, it wasn't plugged properly, so it was still letting rainwater. Okay, sweetie? And that's pretty much it. So the other thing is, you want to maintain your rails. You want to keep them oiled at the right places. It's kind of tricky because it's different with the cars. How many rails? You don't want to oil the rails down. You want to oil them on the side. So you might use something like a cotton swab, something twisted. And you want to keep everything clean. You know, pollen, dust enters on your rubber seal and on the fucking pan and on the rails. You're gonna get all kinds of dust. So you need to get that stuff out cleaned until you're gonna get the sleeves fastened. And she's gonna be, I can do everything a man can do better. And she's gonna build some forearm strength, right? Jason Bourque doesn't have this. Jason Bourque does not have this. Jason Bourque does not have this. All right. And that's pretty much it. When you maintain your rubber with silicone, and I think you can use the same silicone grease to oil the rails. I'm not sure. I think so. And then you keep it clean, and sometimes you can use weed whacker line to clean the hose, the drainage hose, but you can just use some water bottle to kind of drain them. And you're gonna have a perfectly working sunroof. And I'm also being told, don't try to open the sunroof when it's like freezing cold and if there's snow, some kind of a weight like snow, or it's like freezing cold, you're gonna fuck up the motor and it's gonna fucking break. And so I actually forgot about that. But yeah, don't use the sunroof when it's freezing or there's like snow on it. Okay. Yeah, interior. Now we know about sunroofs, that the magical will those. You're gonna keep them happy when you maintain your sunroof. And next, we're gonna teach Auntie how to change her blinker fluid. Just joking, Auntie. There's no blinker fluid in your blinkers. It's a joke we say to make fun of women. Hey, did you know you gotta change your blinker fluid? Just imagine her walking in AutoZone. She's like, hey, I need to buy a bottle of blinker fluid. And the guy's like, excuse me, sweetie, what did they tell you? You need blinker fluid. So, hey, Bob, come here. Hey, you go over. This girl has say, hey, sweetie, what did you tell me that they told you need to change your blinker fluid? They're like fucking cracking up. They're laughing. It's like, sweetie, there's no fluid inside your blinkers. Somebody was making fun of you. He's like, oh, you're making fun of me. Oh, I'm gonna kill Buddy Matthews. Oh. I need to change my interior fluid. Okay, we're gonna need to change the interior fluid. You don't want to keep interior near a car because you can kind of fool her. Hey, interior, see this antifreeze? You can see this coolant. You can actually drink it. It's actually fun. She's gonna be like, go.